you doing? Today I want to talk to you guys about relationships and a breakup. I know sometimes it can be really difficult depending on how deeply you were connected to that other human being, how deeply the emotions were and memories are, and what you guys did and the experiences. But let me tell you, it's okay that it ended. Sometimes things aren't meant to be, and that's what they were. You know, it was good experiences, good memories, good laughs, a good time, and then if it's over, it's okay. Let it be over. Just like they say, the end of something is the beginning of something new. Let that chapter end. Don't elongate it if it doesn't have to be elongated. Grieve, cry, release those emotions because they're not healthy to you, but move on. And sometimes we can't see past the cloud because our vision is clouded and we're so stuck in the emotions ourselves. We're feeling them, we're in them, we're just left and right. But at the end of the day, you know that you're going to be okay. And if you see your life from the point you are in now to the past, you know that you've gotten through relationships before. Like, you're going to be okay, you're going to be alive, you're going to succeed, you're going to grow, you're going to become someone better, you're going to get to know yourself more, you're going to meet someone new eventually that's going to be on your wavelength and your vibration. So it's okay, and like I said, it's okay to cry and grieve and have these emotions. Like I said, please release them and let it go. And don't bring all these things into the new relationship because that person is not at fault for everything that has happened to you in your past. You need to start fresh, start new, start with an open heart, because at the end of the day, you gave it your all. At the end of the day, you love deeply, and if that person didn't love you back, you're gonna be like, it's okay because I put my part and that's good. I think it takes a brave heart to open up to love again. You have to be really brave to do that because it hurts. You're very vulnerable. There's so many things that come with that, and I say you're very brave for doing that. And the more you do it, the more you grow and the stronger you become in that whole subject of love and giving and boundaries, because you get to know yourself more at every level, at the deepest level, because every love is so different than the one before. Every person will teach you something new about yourself or something that you have to work on. It'll open up your eyes to something, regardless, always. So like I'm saying, let the past go. Let it flow like water. Don't let it stay stagnant. Don't let it build up gunk. Let it go. And be happy that you were happy in that time. Whatever you lived through, just be grateful you did, and now let it go and then start something new. If things aren't meant to be, if things aren't going well, then it's not meant to be. Like, why create stories in our head of things that aren't real? Why make assumptions? Why lie? Why give ourselves hope when the other person isn't doing their work? They're not bringing it to the table. Like, is this person really there? Is this person helping you? Is this person making you better? Are they taking responsibility and accountability? Are they showing up for themselves? Are they showing up for you? Because in a relationship, you're supposed to show up for your partner. At sometimes, some way in a road, there has to be some type of compromise too. You can't have it one way all the time. There has to be a place where you guys can meet up in a healthy way. And like I said, a relationship is built individually and then with the person you're with. As an individual, I make my videos. I love to treat myself good. I like to read. I like to write. I take care of myself, my mind. So when I'm in my relationship, I can bring that into the picture and be good for him and help him. You know what I mean? I'm not taking from him. We're both giving each other what we need, and we're giving each other our best, and we're also staying curious in the relationship. Stay curious, stay loving, have that youthful child heart and energy, because sometimes we're tired of just going to work, coming back home, doing the same Monday things every day. We're not curious like we used to be when we were kids, and it's getting boring. Sometimes you need to spice things up, and it's okay if it's uncomfortable. It's something new. But in general, let go of the past and be excited for the future. God saw something you didn't. God heard something you didn't. He knows something you don't know. It's a blessing. Everything is a blessing. At the end of the day, everything is a blessing, and it'll move you to where you have to go. So that being said, enjoy yourself right now. Love yourself and hug yourself and tell yourself you're beautiful, in this time that you have when you're alone. Read books, get to know yourself, go outside, do what you love, and I promise you someone will meet you there, because it always happens, and I've been a witness to it, and it happened to me too. So it'll happen to you. I just know it will. Just have faith, throw it out there into the universe, into the field, and it'll come back to you when you're at the level. Everything happens. You just have to be patient. Everything comes at the right moment. It always does. Not at your time, at the time that the universe and God know is the perfect time for you. Just trust in that energy that created you when you were in your mom's womb. Trust in that energy that has taken care of you all this time. Just trust in that keeps your heart beating without you being aware of it or wanting it to, or having to tell it beat, beat, beat. It's always working for you, regardless if you're paying attention to it or not, excuse me. So just trust in that, and like I said, be yourself, love yourself, take care of yourself, move in a good way. Don't make assumptions, don't lie to yourself, don't create fairy tales in your own head when you've barely met a person for a couple of days. I've been watching Love Island, and I feel like that's a very, very good example. I see it with another perspective, because sometimes we can get very emotional and very caught up on people's looks, that we start to create stories in our own head. I'm not referencing this from Love Island anymore, I'm talking about reality. Like I did one time, I was very caught up with one person, and one look would make me create a whole story in my head, and I hurt myself. Really, I did. I hurt myself. So why would you do that? Live your life. Don't make assumptions at all. No assumptions. That's why I always ask, no matter what. Even when I'm at work, I'm not going to assume this person knows this. I'm not going to assume they know that. I'm not going to assume they do that because of the way they look. You don't know anything. In this world, it's just good to ask questions and not make assumptions. You will not hurt yourself. You will be in a healthier relationship, and believe me, it's a lot better, because you're going to find out you're going to be wrong most of the times if you make assumptions. So just please don't hurt yourself in that way. Don't create stories in your own mind, and get over that relationship. Let it go, let it flow. Wish the best for that person. If that person wasn't for you, then let it go. Like I said, God bless. It's a blessing in disguise. Let it go and keep going with your life. Keep grinding, keep doing what you do. Keep being yourself, and eventually someone will come for you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.